Hey guys, Gao821 here with another Transformers video review. And today we're going to be looking at the Transformers Dark of the Moon Human Alliance LEADFOOT. Man, I've been waiting for this guy for a long time. I've had him. I just haven't done a review on him yet. So here's LEADFOOT. Here's this nice Target stock car. He is a Target exclusive in the Americas, or in the US. What am I talking about? In the US. Beautiful looking car. I like the black stripe down here that goes down. I like Cottonelle, the Tums, and Lysol, and then Energizer and Chevy, and then the Impala in the front there. I like that. And then the Target logo. And it's a nice solid red car. I like that. It's very clean. It's very sleek. The one problem with this is that it wasn't like this in the movie, and I'm not a big fan of that. And also, there's a big space here. And I was wondering if you could take Steeljaw and put him in there, and there's no way you could do that unless you take Steeljaw apart. But another thing, Steeljaw. This is his robot dog that he comes with, and you know, he's a dog, and he has this little tongue that you can his mouth just open. It opens actually. His mouth opens pretty far actually. If you look at that, that's a pretty far opening mouth, and then you got this tongue does come off. See, just tabs into that little thing, but then it looks like he's missing some teeth, so I don't know about that. I like to keep the tongue in because I don't want to have to worry about losing this thing. So I guess that's cool. You can close it like that. Okay, so I mean, you got the nice articulation in the dog here. You got the ball jointed leg, get the double hinge on this leg here, and same with the other one. And then you got a ball hinge here, and then you got a ball hinge here, and then you got a hinge at the foot. So it's a pretty, and then you get a ball hinge on the head here, and then a separate hinge here, a hinge here, and then you got a whole ball hinge here. So it's a pretty well articulated little robot dog. You know, it comes with a chain, and Steeljaw, I think he's more meant for robot mode simply because there's no place to put him. And the thing with when Hasbro was designing this, and the chain does come off, just tabs in there on the top there. You can sit it down there. When Hasbro was designing this, they wanted to make him the engine block, and you can see he looks vaguely engine blockish, and he's definitely the color. I mean, for his gun mode is you can see here. If this is his gun mode, you just put his things back like that, and then you rotate the head up like that, and then it reveals a little slot for the missile. Like that, and you can push the head back. And it fires. So it's a pretty well firing missile, but the very end is where it clips on, so it doesn't have that much firing distance, I guess, or enough power. But as you can see, he looks vaguely engine blockish. Like, you got the whole thing going on here. So I'm wondering, but like, if they would have made him engine blockish, he would have been way too small. You can see how big he is. They would have made him way too small. So I guess I can see where Hasbro's going with that, but they, you know, didn't do it. So, Steeljaw. I mean, not the most impressive thing, but, you know, it works, I guess. And he does have a MechTech port there, or a MechTech thing there. And also he has one here, right there, so you can extend that one out. And then there are two MechTech ports on the back here, which do have that spring thing, so, you get the whole fill-in hole, but it's a different color, so I don't know why, what's the point with that. I guess that's nice, and you got you can push that, and it's really tight. Really tight. It doesn't even go in. It's really tight. So you get the nice robot kibble to here. So yeah, it's an overall very nice looking figure. And then it comes with Sergeant Detour. Oh, got him. Nice little red race car driver. Nice Target logo. Nice Target red. You got little sponsors on there. You can almost read. Same thing, Target logo on the back. That's the iconic Human Alliance peg. And for articulation for this guy, it's the same Human Alliance thing, except you know, you got the rotation the leg here. You got the forward and back. You got the rotation in the knee here, and then you get the bend at the knee and the thing at the foot. The hand does rotate as all of the new Dark of the Moon Human Alliance figures. I think that's a major improvement. Hand in and out, forward and back, and the head does a full 360. So, very nice looking figure. Not the greatest thing in the world, but you know, it works, I guess. And you can take the door and you can open it like this. I think this is actually my favorite Human Alliance interior simply because the door opens very cleanly, tabs in very cleanly. It's not so hard to open. I just like this one the best, I think. You can, you know, set him down, adjust him, and he can ride there. And one problem I do have with this guy is when you try to put him in, these pieces in here get in the way of his legs, so there's not much leg room in there. If you can see, there's not a lot of leg room, so he's like pushed out a little bit. So, I mean, yeah, he fits in, but then he's put in at an angle, so his legs don't properly sit inside there. And then when they don't, you have to push the seat up forward like that, and then he has to reach the steering wheel like that. So, I mean, it's okay, I guess. But, so yeah, and then you can close the door. And, of course, because of that, you got the whole breakage in here. See how it's pushed out because of that? And here it's not. So, it's okay, I guess. Whatever. To get this guy out of the way. And I'm also no storage space for the missile. I was hoping that it would clip on under here. Actually, I thought it would clip on like this, like what they did with original foam mud flap, where they make it an exhaust. But I guess they didn't do that. I don't know why they didn't do that. I'm still looking for a place to properly store this. I normally just like to slide it up there and just leave it there. But you know, it's not the best thing. And it drops. Let's get that. So. And a quick size comparison. Let's close this door here. Here he is with Deluxe Class Roadbuster and Topspin. So, as you can see, he's a Human Alliance, so he's going to be bigger. The size thing with Human Alliances and Dark of the Moon line does not apply to the Human Alliances. They're not smaller, they're the same size. Actually, I think Roadbuster is actually kind of bigger, but LEADFOOT is the exact same size. So, you know, you get the whole thing going on here. This is bigger, of course. Same with this guy, it's going to be bigger. So, and longer. So, there you go. Not the best size comparison, but it's what I had. So, yeah, I mean, very nice looking car mode. I think it's kind of funny what Jay Deception mentioned in his review of LEADFOOT. You got the Tums here. So when your stomach hurts, you got cotton now when you're crapping, and then you got Lysol to get the smell out. So I thought that was kind of funny. And then you got Energizer, and then you got big number 42 on the top, the door, and the other door. Oh, and also you got a nice Sprint Cup logo right there. See that? And then you got the Autobot logo. So very nice, very nice, very nice. And of course, same with the NASCARs. You got the wheels aren't textured, so just like a real NASCAR. Very authentic. And I have a couple of mods. Like it's like the real problem I have with this figure is in the robot mode, and I'll show you that. I'll show that to you guys. And I did one mod to this guy in robot mode that makes him a lot less back heavy, and I'll show you. So to transform him, what you want to do first is you can open the doors, of course, as with all Human Alliance figures. To open the doors, and these things actually compress down. So you do that, you want to do that, and shut the door like that, compress down, like that. And then you can go and grab the rear section here, and just pull out, and the whole thing just comes up, and it sort of has a skids and mud flap where you bend it up, get the tabs past, and then bend it up like that, and then a little clip in there, that'll clip it in really tightly, and you can rotate this. Actually, what you want to do in here is, actually want to get this hood piece up, right in here. There we go, like that, and push it up, because in robot mode these are sticking up behind his head, and I don't like that at all, so I like to put it in the backpack, and you can rotate that, like that. And then next what you want to do is the whole thing pretty much just comes apart, so bring the doors down on these hinges here. As you can see, they stay into those little slots in the arms, and then you actually want to bring these forward like that, and then what you want to do next is go and unpeg the arms here, like that, and you go and bring them down, and then the whole back section of the car here will flip down. So you want to rotate, bring the car up, and you want to rotate it up like that, so it looks pretty screwed up actually. And then what you want to do is you can go ahead and bring this piece up, this piece up, this piece down, wheels up in the front. I'll show you the stock transformation first, the Hasbro official transformation, and just pull the arms out like that. They just sat in there like that. You pull them out. You can go and transform the arms. So what you want to do here is just fold the seat up, fold this piece down like that. So make sure it goes up like that, and you can rotate it. And like that. Same on this side. Just go and seat up, down, and rotate. And there you got his arms. Great. Now here, what you want to do here is bring the arms back. Actually, you want to get these target panels here to flip up. These will come up like that, and you can slide them forward on top of the wheels like that. That's how you want it. And then you got to pull this piece back. It slides here up on a track, if you can see there. It slides on a track. Pull it back, and then fold it up. Let's fold these guns forward. Actually, let's get these out of the way for now. Yeah, like that. It's a lot of parts that just stick out. It's very fiddly, very fiddly. But it's not like Human Alliance Mud Flap where it's like to the point of breaking fiddly. So slide this back, bring this up, and I'll clip in right there, like that. And then this hinge here, this is the hinge I was talking about in Karma, which blocks the legs of the driver. So just letting you guys know, bring this pieces up, like that. And then you can go and grab the doors, the hinges here, so you rotate those up. Put them back up in front of the arms, like that. And then what you want to do here is, here's the little irritating part. You want to get this tab up in here, like that. Get this tab up, push it up, and pull it out. And then there's a little notch on there, and then there's a little divot on that little piece up there. You can see that. I don't know if you can see. There we go. See the little tab up there? So rotate it up, and that will tab up. Sorry, that will tab in through here, and it'll just clip in there. So it's a little difficult actually to get that in, and it doesn't stay very well. So if you can get that in right there, we go. Let's move these guns out of the way. I'll show you. If you can see there, that's where the tab met up with the thing. See? So it's kind of stupid. They included that in it because it doesn't add any stability. And now for the backpack here, as you can see, there's a little tab there, hole there. Go and rotate that down, and you can go and tab that in right there. And then you can go and grab this little handle out here and pull the head out. Like that. That'll just stay up like that. And then here, these guns, I don't like to keep them under, so I like to just fold them out like that for collarbones. Like that, I guess. Actually, no, I'm gonna get rid of these things. Hold on. Let me get rid of these. These are ugly. They're ugly. Get out. There we go. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. Like that. And these doors don't go up any further like the movie. They just stay down like that, I guess. And now for the legs. Here's where the mod is. Bring the legs down, of course. Don't do anything with this panel. Fold the foot out, fold the heel out, make sure it snaps down. As you can see with the heel, I put one of those gray Lego studs. I just glued it onto the back there. Very simple. And it just gives him a lot less back heaviness when you set his foot down. So, especially with my modification robot mode. So, rotate that around. Put this piece down like that. Foot. Heel, make sure it snaps, and rotate this around, and I'll tab in, like that. And this piece here, which I'm going to rotate that down on this hinge, like that, to reveal all that robot crap that's in there. And that's what Hasbro thought will make him look really fat, make it give him that really fat appearance. And it didn't at all, it just makes him look retarded. And so, here is Dark of the Moon, Human Alliance LEADFOOT in robot mode. And as you can see, the back heaviness, I have no problem with the back heaviness at all, even though he has a huge backpack. I have absolutely no problem with it. And it's just awesome that I did that, so I'm just happy. So, here's LEADFOOT. He looks okay. He doesn't look the greatest. The doors are supposed to be up higher, like way up higher. I don't know what Hasbro was thinking. I think they rushed this guy. They really did. And so, I mean, you know, you got the gut wheels, which is not, I mean, the Deluxe has the gut wheels too, so which kind of pisses me off. Like, really, Hasbro? Really? I mean, this is what you come up with? I mean, I admit mine is like 1,000 times better. So, I'm going to do a size comparison here with this, with the Roadbuster. Here, let's get this Roadbuster over here. So here's Roadbuster. He is considerably bigger. I mean, he's just taller. I mean, Herobrus is a really slim looking robot. Leadfoot's all the bits go into his gut here. So, and the gut doesn't really look like a gut. It just looks like he's pregnant. I mean, it just looks like a thing just sticking out. Like, if you ever cut that off, I mean, it doesn't look like a gut. It's not a gut. I don't know. I just don't get it, Hasbro. I really don't. And his legs are too long, too. So, I mean, my modification solves pretty much almost everything. So, you know, he is a short, fat guy. But my modification makes him a lot more movie accurate size-wise. Like, this is not the size. So, let's get this guy out of the way. And, so, I mean, you got the whole, Steeljaw thing. We got the mech tech port here. You got the weapon. Plug it in. And there's a mech tech port right here. Optibotomus, you better be watching this. There's a mech tech port right there. You forgot that, Optibotomus, just to let you know. Just to let you know. And there you go. Right, it'll plug in. It will plug in. Trust me, it'll plug in. It plugs in very, very tightly. And you know, you got his gun, which doesn't look too bad. It looks a little big, but he does fire it. It does fire, of course. The door kind of hinders all this crap, but it doesn't look that bad, right? Not that bad. But what looks kind of stupid actually is him walking the dog. So, and falls over. Damn you, Leadfoot! You are a pain in the booty. You transform Steeljaw back into his dog mode. And I drop it under the desk. Let's get that. Okay, Steeljaw. And then you can take the leash right here, and you can plug it in right on the top of that hole there. Like that. And then he can. There's a little hole on this thing, both sides. One side fits, one side doesn't, and there are holes on Leadfoot's hands, or little tabs on Leadfoot's hands. You can plug this in, and you can clench the fist up if you want, and you can have him walking Steeljaw. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't know why you would display that, but you can. It's not the best. And then also, I think this is kind of cool. If you turn Steeljaw back into his gun mode, he can be used as a flail, which I thought is kind of cool. Now he's kind of cool. He's a flail now, and then also he can be a mace. But the thing with the mace, if you use a plug in the missile here, the thing with the mace is that the in-hand photos that were on TFW 2005, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it showed him like holding it and doing stuff like holding it up, but there's some gimmickry because he doesn't hold it. As you can see here, he doesn't hold it. So, like, the one picture where it showed him, like, on its shoulder, I'm wondering if that was just I bet that was just resting. Oops, crap. Man, it's so hard to do it. I'm not even gonna do it. It was probably just, like, most of the weight was just resting on the shoulder, like that, when he was holding it on the shoulder, so, I guess, and then you got the two mech tech ports here, on top, which, this is where they're supposed to be used, so right here. That doesn't look too bad. Actually, it kind of does, but it just screams at you like it's out of proportion. So, and then of course you can also take. Actually, I'll talk about that later. Any mech tech port goes in the arms or the top. So, and of course you got the cool visor thing going on here. I like this gimmick right here. This is actually kind of cool. Like Jazz, Roadbuster, and this guy have him. So it's very nice looking thing. I like his face, nice blue eyes. He looks better with the glasses though. So Leadfoot, not the best this way. I'll show you the way he's supposed to be transformed. So to do that, oh, and also you can also flip these guns out, of course, like I showed you earlier. Let's get these guns out. Come on, get out, get out. Flip them forward. You can flip them forward. This one actually kind of glued on because I broke it, so it can't flip forward like that. And you can shove this guy into here, and you can operate the guns, which I'm not even going to fully do because that's just retarded. Like, get in my belly. something like that. So now to transform this guy into his awesome, my very own. I just want to do a quick shout out to what's his name? I forgot his name. Whatever, another YouTube user used his transformation with me, so on mine. So now to make him the best movie accurate version of Leadfoot ever, better than the deluxe. What you want to do here is start with the legs first. Actually, move the arms up. This panel here, rotate that down like that. See, I'm on this side, rotate it down. Now take this piece and flip it up actually, and just totally detach the torso and detach the backpack piece, and then rotate the doors down. Bring this piece back, untab it, like, actually keep the doors up. What am I doing? Keep the doors up. Push this tab back down. Take the legs and bend them at the top knee all the way back, and then flip them forward like that. Back, forward, like that. Next, what you want to do here is you can go ahead and detach this tab right there. Detach it. Like that, and then push the torso bit, or push this leg hole assembly up like that, up against it like that. And then once you do that, you can bring this piece down like that and slide it down. Bring his guns up. You can go ahead and slide it all the way down like that, and just push like that. And you're going to bring this piece down. Slide all the way down. Spread these legs apart and get this gray bit here up against the headlight bit right here. So like that, just like that. And then what you want to do here is actually go ahead and bring these headlight bits up like this. And once you slid this down, this allows the doors to be angled all the way up like this, nice angle up. Like that, just like the movie. Now, once you do that, you want to bring the wheels around, back right under the door, just like that, and then fold these pieces back down. Now, fold these target panels all the way down, like that. And you can already see, or he's starting to look just like his movie counterpart, or movie-verse version of Leadfoot. Hold on, there's something not going on here. This thing is being trouble-ish. Come on, you. Another thing is don't tab in that piece back there. Push it all the way up against it like that. So it makes the backpack a lot flatter and a lot less big in general. Just the arms. These gun pieces here can be bent this way, and then you can be just clipped into there, to the sides of the door, like that, to be used as collarbones. Just like that. That's what I do. Like that. Just like that. This is almost done. Hold on, what's going on with these legs here? Something going on. There we go. And you can see here, let's get these feet all situated. Let's just, now if you follow my directions clearly, this is what your Leadfoot should look like. Now, tell me something. Does he look better or worse? Let's do a quick full on. This is how Leadfoot is supposed to look. Not the Hasbro crap that they gave us. This is the way how to do it. And if you also did my mod with these two pegs here, it should also be just totally perfect. It just makes this figure just so much better in every way possible. I just love it. I really do. I think that this is my display Leadfoot. The gut pieces are nice and low. It looks a lot more fluid. It's not just sticking out like I showed you guys earlier. The doors are nice angled upward. You got the collarbone pieces there to fill in that empty spot there. The articulation is not that hindered. It's only hindered in the legs a little bit, simply because the legs are bent at that angle there. And because they're bent, it's just the what's the word? His back heaviness is totally gone. He's not back heavy anymore, as you can see. He just totally falls forward. it just looks better, right? And of course you can still do the gun here. You can still put Sergeant. No, I dropped him. I'm dropping everything. You can still put Sergeant Detour in there. You can still walk the dog. You can also in the movie and in the render pictures, you could take Deluxe Thompson's weapons, and you can put them on his arms. So you can just put them on there like that. Let's just see how that looks. Oh, they're loose. Wow, they're loose. They don't fit in. They don't fit in. That sucks. Well, we learned something today. Well, that kind of sucks. Well, so here's LEADFOOT. I just think that this is the way he's supposed to be. In a quick size comparison now, here he is with Roadbuster. Yeah, he's a little smaller now, but it's better than being bigger, right? I guess. I don't know, both are bad. But, I don't know why Roadbuster leans forward like that. There we go. So, they're both... I think this is the way. And then once Humanized Topspin comes out, I think it will be summer 2012, I guess. Summer, maybe fall 2012. I think this is the best versions of the records that we have so far. This is the way I think LEADFOOT should look always. And plus, another thing, I've seen people who've copied my modification and putting this piece up in here, like this. And yeah, you can do that, but it just adds. In the movie, he has robot bits in the back there too, and plus it locks his legs into place so they don't like just totally fall out. And plus, it's just better looking. I think it just gives him more robot-y, Michael Bay-ish appearance, I guess. So here you have it. Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Human Alliance, LEADFOOT. See you guys.